Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy King Killer back here today with another video. Thank you guys for dropping by. So in today's video, we are back with another My League challenge. And for this challenge, we are taking some of the best current players that were born in the month of March, putting them all on one team and seeing how far this team could go against the rest of the NBA. So yeah, taking a look at the team, we do have Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid. Off the bench, we got Jeremy Grant, Terry Rozier, Josh Hart, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Blake Griffin. Taking a look at system proficiency for this team, 5-star balance. I don't even think anything's going to be better than that. No desire to, we're going to go ahead and stay at balance. And then taking a look at some of these shot tendencies. Let's see. I want two main scores, so we could go ahead. We could lower Steph down to like, he could go down to like an 85. Tatum and Embiid, I guess, can go down to like a 95. AD could go down to like an 80. Kyrie could go down to like an 85. 80 is fine. 74 is fine. 60. We can lower Tim Hardaway. And where's Blake? Okay, Blake can go up to like a 55, and I believe that's gonna be everybody. But yeah, 5 stars for this team. Now, I really do like our chances because this team is low-key kind of stacked. And like I said, I didn't really know a lot of these players were born in the month of March. Like, I knew Jason Tatum was born in March. I knew Blake Griffin was born in March. I knew Terry Rozier was born in March. So pretty much any former or current Celtic I knew was born in March, just because like I do pay attention since I am a Celtics fan. But yeah, taking a look at the first 3 teams we're going to be going against, we are going against the Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, and Indiana Pacers. And we do start off, we almost started off with a 3-0 record, but we do win the first 2 games, as we did win the first one by 16. Jason Tatum with 26, Steph Curry with 21. Taking a look at the second game, we did win by 18 points, Tatum with 27 and Steph Curry with 18, 8, and 9. And then we did end up losing the third game by, 7 points. Jason Tatum with 19, Joel Embiid with 16. But yeah, I feel pretty confident in this team. I feel like we do have a pretty good bench. We have really good starters. Everybody on this starters team is pretty much like an all-star game. They're all like superstars. So I'm predicting we have a top 2 seed in the West. Now, I don't really think any other team might rival us. I mean, maybe the Nuggets, maybe the Kings. Nah, probably not the Kings, but we're gonna simulate the rest of season number 1 and see how we do against the rest of the NBA. So I'll go ahead and simulate, and I'll catch you guys at the end of season number 1. Alright, so at the end of season number 1, Ja Morant winning MVP, Chet Holmgren winning Rookie of the Year, John Wall winning 6th Man, Nicholas Claxton winning Defensive Player of the Year, and then Darius Garland winning Most Improved Player. Taking a look at the All-NBA teams, do we get somebody on here? We don't get anybody on an All-NBA first, not on an All-NBA second, and not on an All-NBA third. What about an All-Defensive team? We actually do get Anthony Davis on the All-Defensive second team. All right, I'll take that. And then taking a look at where we finished on the year, we ended up going 69-13. Okay, definitely a good, strong first year. I'm excited for the second season now. But taking a look at the player stats for this season, Jason Tatum led the way with about 21 points and 8 rebounds. We had Joel Embiid with about 18 points and 9 rebounds. Kyrie with 17. Steph Curry with about 15.5. AD with about 14 and 9. Jeremy Grant low-key did pretty good for us. For a 6-man, he did average almost 14 points. And was he efficient? He was, yeah, pretty efficient. 51 and then 40% from the 3. Terry Rozier with about 12 points. Josh Hart with about 7. Tim Hardaway Jr. with about 6. And then Blake Griffin with the limited minutes. He did get about 3.5 points and 2.5 rebounds. So pretty well balanced scoring around for this whole team. And seeing who we are taking on, we are taking on the Portland Trail Blazers in the first round. Did they add anybody? They added this Garrett guy, Isaiah Joe, John Wall. Pretty much the same exact team. They brought back Hassan Whiteside, Kevin Knox. Okay, so not really anything I'm too worried about. So I don't really see them causing us too much trouble. But then again, you know how 2K is. So I don't really think I want to go ahead and adjust the rotation. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it as it is because it worked for us in the regular season. So we are going to go to simulate the first round against the Portland Trail Blazers. Don't upset us. All right, cool. So we do end up winning in 5 games as the, oh damn, we actually blew them out by almost 40 points. We blew them out by 39 points. We did have Jason Tatum with 28, Terry Rozier off the bench with 26, Kyrie with 23, AD with 22, and then Steph Curry with 21. Taking a look at the second game, we did end up winning. AD with 30 and 10 against the Portland Trail Blazers, and then Joel Embiid with 25. Game number 3, we did end up blowing them out once again. Embiid with 28, Tatum with 23. Game number 4, they ended up winning. And then game number 5, we did end up winning as we did win by 42 points. Curry with 27, 8, and 7. Taking on the Denver Nuggets in the second round. Now, low-key, I am kind of scared of this team as they did add Kelly Oubre Jr., but they're always so good in 2K, especially in the sim. So, they didn't really add anybody. I mean, they added Bojan Bogdanovic, Devontae Graham. Not really anything I'm too worried about. So we are going to go ahead and simulate the second round as we do end up winning in 5 once again. Okay, let's go. Don't play with me, 2K. I'm just trying to get to the finals. So we did end up winning the first game by 29 points. Joel Embiid with 25, Steph Curry with 16. Game number 2, we did end up losing by 1 point. Kyrie and AD with 24. Game number 3, Embiid had 30. Game number 4, Embiid had 26. And then game number 5, Jason Tatum had 31 and 11 as we did win by 26 points. Taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, again, another team that 2K loves in the sim. As they did add Gordon Hayward, they added Christian Wood to the team as well. That's not a bad pickup off the bench. Okay, so other than that, they didn't really add anybody, so I'm not too worried against this team. So we're going to go ahead and simulate the round as we do win in 5 once again, as Joel Embiid is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Taking a look at the stats real quick, we did end up winning by 18 in the first game. Game number 2, we did end up winning as Joel Embiid had 31. Game number 3, we ended up winning by 2 points as Joel Embiid had 36. And then Joel Embiid had 24 in game number 4, but we did end up losing. And then game number 5, we did end up winning by 16 points. Steph Curry with 21 and AD with 21 and 10. So we are now in the finals against the Hawks, and this is another team that 2K loves, especially Trae Young. I know that they love Trae Young because he's always winning MVPs, and I always see them winning, even like as an 8th or 7th seed. I always see them winning championships, so I know 2K loves them. But they did add Miles Bridges to this team. Did they add anybody else? It doesn't really seem like they did. They pretty much just added him. So they were the first seed in the West. Okay, because usually they are like the 3rd or 4th seed after the first season. So they are the first seed in this season. So I'm not really too scared. So we are going to go ahead and simulate. Woo! We barely won. We took them to game 7. Or they took us to game 7 as Jason Tatum is your finals MVP. Let's go. Game number 1, they ended up winning by 1 point. Steph Curry with 23, Tatum with 19. Game number 2, we ended up blowing them out by 34 points as AD and Joel Embiid dropped 30 each. Game number 3, we ended up winning by 2 points as Joel Embiid dropped 29 and 10. Game number 4, we ended up winning by 2 points. Tatum with 28 and 11. Game number 5, they ended up winning. Game number 6, they ended up winning by 3 points as Trae Young dropped 41 and 11. Curry had 21. But game number 7, we ended up winning by 14 points. Steph Curry with 25 and Kyrie with 22. So this was definitely a fun round, or a fun playoff run for us. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and run it back, even though we already won the championship. I'll go ahead and I'll do one more season just to see if we can go ahead and get back to back. So I'll go ahead and I'll simulate to the start of season number 2 with the rotations, and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, so for the start of season number 2, we have pretty much the same exact lineup. The only difference is now Terry Rozier is going to be our 6th man. Taking a look at sense of proficiency, it is still 5 stars, so we're not going to change it. And then taking a look at shot tendencies, I don't think I'm going to change it. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it as it is because last year I feel like it was pretty well balanced. So we are going to go ahead and leave it as is. And then taking a look at the first 3 matchups that we are facing. We are facing the Toronto Raptors, the Washington Wizards, and then the Utah Jazz. Can we start the season off 3-0 as we do win the first, win the second, and we do win the third? So we're going to go ahead and take a look at these stats real quick as we did blow them out in the first game of the season. Tatum with 30, 10, and 5. Curry with about 20 and 10. The second game, we ended up winning by 56 points. Yeah, this team's about to go crazy right now. This team is about to go crazy. Joel Embiid with 36, Kyrie Irving with 27, and then the third game of the season, we did end up winning. AD with 19, Tatum with 18. Alright, so we just won the first 3 games in a blowout. So usually when this happens, I tend to have really good seasons. I'm talking about going like 75-7 or 80-2 or something like that. So I have a really good feeling that we're about to have a historical season. So we're going to go ahead and simulate the rest of season number 2, and I'll catch you guys at the end. Alright, so at the end of season number 2, Darius Garland winning MVP, Larry Fletcher winning Rookie of the Year, Alex Wade winning 6th man, Evan Mobley winning Defensive Player of the Year, Alex Wade winning Most Improved, and then Quinn Snyder winning Coach of the Year, going 65-17. Taking a look at the All-NBA teams, do we maybe get somebody on here? We actually do. We do get Joel Embiid on an All-NBA third team. What about an all defensive team? Do we get AD? Yes, we do. Taking a look at where we finished, I'm gonna say we had like I'm gonna say like 70 and 12. We went like 70 and 12. That's what I'm gonna say. As we actually ended up going worse than we did last year. We went 66 and 16. Okay, so I was pretty off of my predictions saying we were gonna have a historical season, but yeah, still not bad. We are number 1 in the West. And then taking a look at the stats for the players, Tatum with 20.5 points, Joel Embiid with about 18.5, Kyrie with about 17, Curry with about 16, AD with about 14.9, Jeremy Grant with about 13.5, Terry Rozier with about 11, Tim Hardaway with about 8, Josh Hart with about 7, and then Blake Griffin with about 4 points. So taking a look at who we are facing in the first round, we are facing the San Antonio Spurs. Doesn't really look like they added anybody besides Spencer Dinwiddie. They also did add Patrick Williams to this team. Okay. They did have some they also have Pat Connaughton. Okay, so not really too worried. So we are gonna go and simulate the first round as we do go ahead and sweep them. Take it on the Houston Rockets in the second round. They added Kyle Kuzma to this team. Did they add anybody else? I guess they brought back Kenyon Martin Jr., or I'm not sure if they actually traded for him. Brandon Clark on this team as well. So again, not really nothing to worry about as we do go ahead and sweep them as well. And we are now facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who added De'Aaron Fox to this team. I think they traded Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, they traded Karl Anthony Towns for De'Aaron Fox. Okay, that's a crazy trade. But this team actually looks better with De'Aaron Fox on here because they did need a point guard. But yeah, not really too worried about this team though. They are a 7th seed as they almost knocked us out. They took us to 7 games. No way, this 7th seed. Oh man, I would have been so mad. They won the first game by 3 points. We ended up winning the second. We ended up winning the third. We ended up losing the fourth. We ended up losing the fifth, won the sixth, and won the 7th. Okay, so we went down 3 games to 2. That is crazy. Okay, so we were facing the Atlanta Hawks once again. So we're going to go ahead and simulate game by game as we do in the first one. We go ahead and win the second one by 4. Win the third game. And the last one I want to go ahead and do it with Simcast. So yeah, it looked like we were about to win back-to-back championships. And this was honestly a fun challenge just because you don't really see a lot of people. I don't think I've ever seen a video like this. Alright, so with about 1 minute and 20 seconds left, I just decided to go ahead and hop in just to play with these guys. And I usually don't do this as we are going to throw a lob to Tatum. Ooh, Tatum throwing it down in the finals. Hopefully we back there this year again. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are going to go ahead and lead us. I hope so. Talking about this while playing 2K as Tatum. Ooh, Tatum with another lob, showing no mercy. But I am gonna go ahead. I don't know if you guys seen, but there's a new game that's coming out. It's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. So I already went ahead and pre-ordered it. So hopefully that game is pretty fun, and I'll definitely go ahead and be showing it with you guys because 2K24 is almost around the corner. So when that comes out, we definitely are gonna go ahead and grind. But yeah, we end up winning the championship. We did go ahead and win 120 to 101 as we did. I believe we swept them. And just like that, Jason Tatum is your finals MVP as we did go ahead and win back-to-back years. But yeah, this was definitely a fun challenge. Didn't really know a lot of these players were born in March. Like I said, the only players that I knew were born in March were the former or current Celtics. So like Jason Tatum, Terry Rozier, Blake Griffin. Other than that, I didn't really know anybody else was born in March. But yeah, this was definitely a fun challenge to do today as we did win back-to-back titles. So if you guys want to go ahead and see more videos like this, make sure to go and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Because like I said, when 2K24 comes out, we about to go crazy. We about to start uploading like crazy. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss that. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe. Peace.